Hello everyone, Jennifer with Crafty Bones. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been busy. Not a lot of crocheting going on, but I do have some finished objects, and I have a WIP and I have a project that I want to start. But what I've been doing the last few weeks is masks. Lots and lots of masks. The hospital that I'm in now requires us to wear a mask the whole time we're on shift. So we're just changing it up a little bit and making cute ones. So this one is a smaller one, and you can see that I put a stabilizer piece in there. The stabilizer is just stuff that I ordered last year from Amazon. I got 250 sheets for like $15, and it works well as a filter, and it's washable. This mask is a slightly larger size, and the stabilizer is too small. The square that it comes out of is too small to be sewn in, but I can make it separately, and then it slips into the pocket that's inside. Then it's still washable. I started out making all of the straps by hand. That took half the time of making the mask was making the straps. Then I switched to ribbon, because if you've watched my videos, you know I always get ribbon on clearance. And so I have lots and lots of rolls of ribbon. This was a 50-yard spool that I've used not even half of it yet. But I like this pattern of mask because it does have metal at the nose. And what I used for the metal was beading wire. And it's just something I picked up at Walmart. They might be out of it now. Everybody's selling out of everything, but you can use pipe cleaner. You could probably use floral wire. This is the 16 gauge wire, and I'm doubling it. If you use floral wire, you may want to triple or quadruple it. Or you could buy I felt the 20 gauge, and the 20 gauge felt a little stiff, that it might have bothered me around my nose, where this is nice and pliable. It's just, there's 2 layers of it, so it's a little bit more stability. And I will put a link in the description box of where I got this mask pattern, but there's a link on that pattern to get this pattern that you can print out, so you can cut out your mask. And it comes, this is the front, and then these are the 2 pieces for the back. And again, I'm just using ribbon, but she also has a pattern here that you can use to make these thinner straps. And she's only making them a few inches long, and she's having you tie it behind your ears. I made my straps all 18 inches long so I can tie behind the head, because I didn't want it sitting behind my ears. And everybody that I work with seems to be pretty happy with the masks that I've given them. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know if you're actually going to need to make any more masks, but I will put that link down below. Then for the project that I want to do, I've noticed that Yarnspirations has picked up on the amount of advertising they're doing by email. And Red Heart, they acquired Red Heart, and Red Heart has always had a lot of online patterns. And I have a pattern book behind me somewhere over here that I print a lot of Red Heart patterns, and I put them in there. Some projects I've already done, and some that are ones that I want to try. This one came in an email, and I was so excited by this. It just looks really good. It's called the Prismatic Chromatic Crochet Blanket. Doesn't that just look interesting? It does take 13 balls of Red Heart Super Saver in 8 different colors. And I'm going to go through all of my buckets that I have here and see if I can't find 8 different colors but 13 balls. I know I have it. It's just I don't know what is going to go well with other stuff. So I'm going to have to lay all these tubs out on the floor and find 13 skeins of yarn. But this just looks fun. I want to try this. And it looks like it's let's see, 28, 55, right around 100 squares, and then you'll have to attach all of the squares together. So it just looks pretty though. I want to try that one. All right, so the next finished objects I have that's not sewing, that is actually crochet. I finally finished the butterfly blanket from Fiber Spider, so I want to show you that. I really like the way this turned out. It ended up being about 45 inches square, and I did the edge with a little bit of a picot stitch. I believe his tutorial said to finish the edge however you wanted to. And I thought a picot would look really good with the butterflies. I like the way it turned out. So what I ended up using was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and most of a 1/6 skein of the Lion Brand ZZ Twist. And that is in the color Coral. The recommended hook size for this is a 6mm, and that is what I used, is a 6mm for this. This is the ZZ Twist that is spun backwards so that it doesn't unravel while you crochet. It does not unravel while you crochet, but when you are trying to sew one piece to the other, the end is usually unraveled, and it's really hard to get it to stay together so that you can make a knot and attach the two pieces. All right, the next thing that I've been working on just the last 2 days or so. Last year, Mikey at Crochet Crowd did a floral Afghan crochet along, and I wanted to do it, but I had so many other projects going on that even just stopping to make 1 square a month was just not going to do it for me. So instead, I've started doing it now, but I'm doing it all in one color, and I think he uses on his pattern that you print, I think it's 3 colors, and on his tutorial there's multiple colors that he's using. It's really pretty looking, but I am doing it all in one color. And here is one of the squares. This is the chrysanthemum square. I think it looks really nice even in one color because the texture that's in there makes it really stand out. Here's another square. Here's another square. There's a lot of movement in all of these squares. They're really nice. Here's the one I'm almost done with. These end up being 16 inches square, and the blocker that I have is only 12 inches. And you can see it's probably going to need to be blocked in order to attach it together. But I think what I'll do is just get a foam block and do that. Now, the first square that I did, which is this one, it is quite a bit smaller than the other ones, but I think my tension was really tight. I think I over tightened it, so it's not the same size, and that's why I want to block it so I can stretch it out and steam it to be the same size as the other ones, and then unless I wash the blanket, it won't be an issue. So that's what I'm working on. He has 7 different patterns in the crochet along. One is a water fountain, not a flower. So I think what I'm going to do is make maybe 9 squares and do a 3x3 small little throw, or maybe I'll do 12 squares. I'm not sure, but I think I'll do the water fountain anyway, just because of the texture that he shows on it. It's really amazing. And no one needs to know it's a water fountain, right? The yarn that I'm using is part of my Hirschner's Millens grab bag. This is a 1 pound bag of purple. I have got almost 4 squares complete, and I still have this much yarn left. So I'll probably be able to get 5 squares out of this, and I got 3 of those. That's why I chose that one. I got that in a coral color, but I think I'll be able to get the whole blanket done with the purple. Speaking of Hirschner's, I just ordered 10 more pounds of Millens, and they should be here in maybe a week or so. So as soon as I get that, I'll open it up with you. I want to be a surprise with you and see what's in there. And I have the yarn ready for the next vegetable. I have not yet started writing the pattern, and I have the yarn to make the basket to put them all in, and I haven't started that yet either. I'm been sewing a lot instead of crocheting, and I think it's because I'm having 2 days off in a row, and so I just leave the sewing machine shut up, and I cut out all the fronts, and I cut out all the backs, and I cut all the ribbons, and then I put all the masks together. And it's a tedious process because I want to make sure that they're safe masks. These masks aren't intended to stop anybody from catching the virus. These masks are intended to stop my cough, my sneeze, or my aerosol from leaving. So please be aware, if you are wearing these in public, it's not to keep you safe, it's to keep other people safe. The only way to keep you safe is with an N95 mask that is fitted properly and worn properly. Don't keep taking it down and off, and up and down and up and down. It won't do you any good. And wearing gloves in the store isn't going to help you, because you touch everything in your purse, you touch your mask, you touch everything. If you're worried about it, just don't touch your face while you're in the store. Put all the things in your cart, and if you must, wash all your stuff when you get it out to your car or into your house, or take it, as you take it into the house, clean it all off, and you can Lysol the inside of your car if you're that worried about it. But again, this is to keep other people safe from you. Please be aware of that, okay? Sorry, PSA over. Anyway, I will be back next week when my Hersher's order comes in, and we'll open it together. So thanks for coming by, and happy crocheting.